there are 11,000 sales tax jurisdictions in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's immediately you have 11,000 problems. The value that Avalara brings is just peace of mind because you don't have to worry about this.
Okay. Hey, everyone. It's time for another Partner Choice Award. And again, I'm here with Dennis Easter from Algorithm. So excited to have him here to talk about one of the ISVs in this space, Avalara, which I'm sure you all know for sales tax and exemption certificate compliance. And he's going to share his insights, his story on working with them and how they help his clients in this area. So welcome, Dennis, to another episode of our Partner Choice Awards.
Thanks, Amy. Always glad to talk with you.
Yes, me too. So this is exciting to talk about sales tax. And just a little backstory, I used to work for Avalara, so I know way too much about sales tax as it is, but excited to talk to you and probably provide some more insights on it as well, since I have a little more background than in manufacturing itself. But anyway, so would love for you to kick it off by sharing why you trust their solution and why you chose to work with them to help in this area.
Sure. Well, and for those that may not know or have forgotten, I'm a recovering accountant, and so sales tax has been in my past as well. And we chose Avalara. We've been in the ERP space for over 30 years, and we have worked with Avalara for decades with our legacy product and now with Acumatica. Having the native integration with Acumatica was a big thing for us. They've got decades of history with us of providing great support, great sales tax management, and they continue to expand the product and the offering. So now with the exemption certificate management, and as they're moving into use taxes and those type of things, so they continue to really, to me, own that market. We've worked with a couple other sales tax management products, but Avalara has really proven, they've got the track record of success.
Mm-hmm.
And they meet all of the requirements that I have for an ISV. And so they've built a track record with us. We trust them. We've not had problems. And again, back to that rule with my ISVs, no surprises.
Right.
And that is so important. And they meet that criteria with stars.
Oh, that's great. So and who wants to keep up with all the sales tax changes and the percentages and knowing what is what from state to county to whatever it is. There's just so much, you never even think about how much there is to manage on the back end and how their product, as you said, built into Acumatica just does it seamlessly in the back end and you don't even know it's happening. It's just happening for you. So how does this solution help your clients? Obviously with compliance being a huge thing, but I'm sure they don't have to think about it, right? It's one thing they don't have to worry about.
They don't have to worry about it. And if you want to realize how much there is to worry about. Okay, so I did a little research so that I could talk intelligently about this, or partially intelligent. And there are 11,000 sales tax jurisdictions in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's immediately you have 11,000 problems. Because in my county alone, Paulding County, Georgia, we have the state tax, we have a property tax relief special tax of 1%. We have a special sales tax for school support. and we have a special tax to help improve our county infrastructure. And those last two have all been enacted in the last 3 years. And so tracking those type of activities for 11,000 different jurisdictions is just, it's mind boggling to me.
Me too.
And so Avalara taking that off of our customers is a huge, like you said, they don't have to worry about it anymore. But then what makes that even more complex, okay, is if you remember several years ago, the Supreme Court in South Dakota versus Wayfair changed the way that sales taxes are managed. And so it used to be you had to have a physical presence in the jurisdiction before you had to worry about sales tax management. Now you just have to have economic nexus.
Right.
And with that, you have different thresholds. Maybe it's $1 threshold. Once you do so much business in the area, then you start collecting sales tax, or so many transactions, which now it's not just managing all of the different rates. Now it's how much volume are you doing in each transaction. And so the complexity of sales tax, I think, is often overlooked.
Yes, I agree.
And so for those selling to consumers, that's a big issue. But then because we work with manufacturers that sell to businesses, primarily B2B sales, and with that, sales tax exemption certificate management is also something that you have to be concerned about. And so the value that Avalara brings is just peace of mind because you don't have to worry about those things.
Right. Yes. It's funny, people think, oh, I don't have sales tax. Don't have to worry about auditors, but if you don't have sales tax, you have something, right? So you have to really make sure you're tracking whatever it is. Like you said, exemption certificates, auditors don't care if you're B2B, B2C, no matter what, they know you have some kind of compliance that you need to meet or criteria you need to meet. So I feel like almost like they are more at risk because they don't necessarily think they have to worry about it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
When in actuality they do have more to worry about than they would otherwise.
Yep. No, you're exactly right. And, so this is where Avalara comes in and helps algorithm, take that off of our customers' plate. So when we're talking with the growing business, and they're starting to expand to where now they're going national, regional, and national, then when we can start to be proactive and say, hey, have you started talking about sales tax management? Have you started thinking about what that is going to entail? And we can provide them with the solution that Avalara offers. Then it helps us develop credibility because we understand the needs that they have. But it also gives us credibility because we're partnering with a leader in the space. And so that's where Avalara helps algorithm as a partner, is that it extends our credibility and completes our solution.
Yeah. And let's talk a little bit about ease of implementation and support. How is working with Avalara in that regards?
It's hands off. Our project management team, when it's time, engages with Avalara. The Avalara professional services team, very knowledgeable, very easy to work with. They help our clients not just understand, check this box to make this happen, but also why it's important to check that box. Because as businesses change, you need to be able to change the way that the system responds. And so they're very interactive with our customers, and they keep us in the loop so that there are no surprises.
And I'm assuming it's more of like a set it and forget it product where you set it all up on the back end, making sure you're checking all the boxes that you need to check, but might have to go back to based on if they change anything, grow, like you said, going to new jurisdictions and so forth. So But for the most part, it's a set it and forget it type of solution, would you say?
I would. And that's, those are the best kind, because
Mm-hmm.
if something does change, I don't have to worry about it. My customer doesn't have to worry about it because Avalara is worrying about it.
Right. Okay. To wrap up this wonderful episode, what would you say is the biggest value that they bring and help you with in regards to your business and helping your clients?
They bring a good sense of partnership, and an opportunity for us to offer a complete solution to our customers. And to our customers, they bring peace of mind, and they take sales tax management and all of the complications and worries associated with it off of their plate to free our customers up to focus on doing business and being profitable.
And that's one thing they should be focusing on. Definitely
Ab-
not compliance and sales tax and exemption certificates.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing these wonderful insights and working with Avalara. I truly do appreciate it. And that will wrap up this episode of our Partner Choice Awards. So thank you, Dennis.
Thanks, Amy. Always good to spend time with you.
Same here.